And welcome everybody to Stanley Indoor Bowls Club. We're here for our day 2 of our qualifying events, and it is the turn of the World Open Singles to take centre stage all day. The action starts at 8:30 and the final's due to go through till about 9:30, so it'll be a long old day. I've got my right hand man with us again, Mr. Bolt.
Good morning, good morning.
Fully refreshed after yesterday's exploit with his dodgy foot. How was your foot this morning, mate? After
Good. I'm actually feeling unbelievably better than what I thought I was going to, so yeah, not too bad.
The words fresh as a daisy come to mind?
Well,
or?
I wouldn't go that far, but I'm alright.
I'm alright, like. Today's game, well, the first game of the morning we're covering will be David Baxter taking on Colin Banks. We've seen Colin was on this rink yesterday. David Baxter's a new one to me. You've got the player profiles, mate, so I'll let you sort them out and I'll get this little information that you want.
No problems, we'll do it in order. So we'll start with David. So David Baxter, he's from Epping and he is 48. He is current indoor club is Century Indoor Bowling Club in Wembley, and his outdoor club is Wanstead Central, I think that says, in Essex. He's going to be playing with Taylor 4 heavy spectrums this morning. Likes his football and more sports. Favourite foods are salad. Whose favourite foods is salad? Something definitely wrong there. And he likes a bit of country music as well. Well, he's gone right down in my estimation. Salad. And Mr. Colin Banks. Colin will be well known to a lot of people around the bowls world now, from Inverurie in Aberdeenshire. Age 53 and is married, 2 children, Jason and Carla, who many will also know. Both very successful at a young age already. Present indoor club is Garriock in Inverurie, and his outdoor club is Inverurie. Quite a few achievements. 2 bowl pairs, Scotland Indoor Bowling Association with his son Jason in 2021-22. PBA World Bowls Tour UK Open at Stanley, got to the last 16. That was in April this year. He's been to Potters, got the last 32 in 2019, and Scotland mixed pairs winner with daughter Carla in 2018. Using Drake's Pride size 4s, extra heavy today. Likes a bit of golf. Doesn't have much time, I think, but he's saying there with the bowls. Likes watching a bit of football, and he likes his chicken and ice cream. That's a bit better. And he likes to watch any sports, any comedy TV, and likes a bit of one foot in the grave. So that's your profiles. Colin should know this rink pretty well now. He had a couple of bashes during the UK Open, and he was on it yesterday as well, Richie.
He was, yes, yeah. Which he managed to get through against Rory Taylor, and went on to get beat by Mr. Parkinson. If you were with us yesterday for the Scottish Open qualifiers, you'll have seen a cracking final between Jack Bird and Mark Higgins, which Jack came out on top after winning the tie breaks 2 blanc. So Jack will go through to the main event up at West Lothian in November.
Yep, very consistent all day yesterday was Jack, and commiserations to Mark, who I thought played really well all day as well. So it should be another packed day of good bowls. I think everybody Those who got 2 or 3 games under the belt yesterday should be starting to hit the straps indoors in what's usually a little bit of a twitchy time for those coming from outdoors and playing indoors for the first time.
7 games in total across the green. We've got on, I'll run through them, we've got Stephen Richardson playing against local lad Michael Layden, Keith Miller playing Jarrow's Alan Lawton, local lad Davy Sykes up against Charlie Benz. Graham Robinson, he's up against Jack Bird, who's probably tired. Oh, well, that's what I said to Graham anyway when he said he's on playing Jack Bird. He'll be tired, man. I'm not sure whether there's a game on 5, is there? Yeah, there's a game
on 5.
Malcolm Johnson.
Yes, there is.
Supposed to be playing Daniel Poole, but I don't think he's. I think he's playing one of the
Kent. He's playing one of the Kent boys.
yeah. Is that Owen? Looks like. Is it Owen of yesterday? We'll have to get that clarified. So Daniel Poole's not here. And the other game is Graham Howrah, who we saw yesterday. He's playing Cameron Renton.
Just on that note, anybody whoever fancies popping along to watch any of the qualifiers, it's always worth maybe just sticking your bowls kit in a set of bowls in the car, because we do obviously get the situation where some players can't make it, and rather than just giving byes, Jason does his best to fill the spots and give other players an opportunity. So there is always a chance there that you can get a late entry into the qualifying competitions, which we saw yesterday. We've got a few people tuned in already. Good morning, Alan Mole. Adam Tidby, good morning. Mr. Rippy, the old Bromley winner there. Crikey, he's doing all right, that boy, for a Scottish import. Mr. Irwin's watching. David Baxter, he's on the green. Cumbrian Mr. Baxter watching. Good morning, sir. And Upsall is watching on the glorious South Shields. Good morning, Jane Atkinson and Kevin King. Why, it's like a who's who of watching today.
Right, so here we go. Lads are into it, first end. Colin's playing with the dark brown coloured balls and David's playing with the yellow balls. So I'll just do a quick shuffle with his scoreboard colour.
An unusual sight for a ring. About 2 players playing in whites in this qualifying competition. It's been like an array of colours all weekend.
It has, yes. Yeah, you're right, man. It's the equivalent of playing with 2 sets of black balls.
All right. I still remember being told in about 1990, coloured balls will never take off.
They'll
never take off. Coloured clothing? You don't want coloured clothing. Name's on the back. You forgot your name, like?
Be a good player to play with them, son.
Stick out like a sore thumb, they will. Well, Not a bad line here. These Spectrums hold a nice line. Good pace from David. Thank you to everybody who tuned in yesterday to watch some bowls and listen to some ranting. We topped over 15,000 yesterday, mate, I think you were saying.
Yeah, figures were spot on, mate. All very good. Do realise that people dip in and dip out, which I would do as well, so I ain't got a problem with that. One click on the view, that'll do me. Even if it's a quick look at the scoreboard, it shows that people's interested. I think that's all we're looking for, people to be interested. Don't care how long you watch it. Even if you pop on, look at the score and go back off, I don't mind. It shows that there is some kind of attraction there, not just me and Davey, to the sport.
Helen Simmons, morning all, thanks for the stream, much appreciated. Don't forget to tell those pesky players to keep their bums out of the frame. Well, we've set ourselves up with guns today, Helen, so...
If you hear this noise, that's a dart. If you see them, look as if they've got a mosquito.
To start limping, we'll hit the backside.
If any player goes down, well, we'll put the wrong dart in.
Ooh, there's a rarity. Colin in the side ditch.
One thing worth mentioning from yesterday, mate, was Mark Higgins doing great to get to the final. But then you've got to turn the clock back to earlier on in the day when he played his first game on here, and he lost the first set 8-0.
That's right, did, yeah.
So it just shows that the beauty of the set game, doesn't it? You lose the first set 8-0 and reset.
And it's again
reached the final, missed out on tiebreak.
We talked about it yesterday, and it's a lot of the players will just be steadily finding their feet, and I'd sort of said that the player who was going to qualify or get the latter stages would be those who grew into the competition, not sort of potentially hit the straps early doors. And sometimes you just got to battle through a game, find a bit of form through the day, and you've got a chance to qualify for a ranking competition. Good morning, Mr. Avery. He says, got to be good to play with them balls, son. They're definitely not hiding in the head. Definitely no good for you, Keith, because your balls are never in the head.
He kind of typed that reply quick enough.
He's like a little monkey on a keyboard, isn't he? Bang, 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 bang.
It was like an old typewriter, ka-ching! If he did that, I'd have went through the door.
Great start from Colin.
Our 10 o'clock game that we're going to be cover is should be a cracker. They played each other yesterday. Paul Hartley against Chris Carswell. Just had that confirmed from the main man.
Yeah, I think they played about last 16ish, did they? Last 16 quarterfinals yesterday. They're over on rink 1, I know.
That's 16. So they're going from rink 1 to rink 8.
Cracking 2 balls from Colin. Pace required here from David. Can he get up to the side? He's just going under. Great effort.
And I was talking to when we had Chris Carswell on commentating, because he was on rink 8 yesterday as well. And he was saying the ditch hand is a lot quicker than the the inside hands.
On this one?
Yeah. And he's of the same impression that the ditch hand's probably the best hand both ways.
I think so. I've got the pleasure of being on it today at 1 o'clock, so
Oh, does that mean that was streaming, yeah?
yes. And we'll play it again, Colin. 3 crackers.
Again, a big shout out to the Stanley Club for hosting the event, and the regular band of markers. There's a gang of 6 of them that do the marking. It was good yesterday because Jason gave them a couple of sessions off and got the players to mark. So
Yeah, they do a good job, really good job.
because I know talking to them, they said they didn't take much rocking going to bed last night.
Not bad. Not bad.
No, I did that actually. I fell asleep in the chair again. For 1:30 I woke up. Wondering why all the lights is on. I'm sitting in the chair dribbling.
Was it one of them? Just before it hit the floor.
You get to that age. Big ball here for David. Could be.
Before down there. Certainly 3 in a look. There's one of our ex-podcast guests on the comments there, Kalila, offering us our Hot Wheels to play in today. Very nice of you, Kalila. I think I'll hopefully just about manage. Well, does this get down? It does.
Down the pace, mate. Yeah.
Oh, he's close.
Very good.
Oh, he's all over this. All over it. What a ball that is.
Great ball.
Little tinker. You've been told that's far too much information for a Sunday morning, mate. And Mr. Parkinson's asking, how's the white cat today? Would that have anything to do with Mrs. Slocum by any chance?
It was, yes. We did dip into a bit of Are You Being Served classic comedy yesterday. I think we were getting a bit delirious.
Keep going the way we are. We might get our own programme on Channel 5 soon.
After hours. It'll be after hours. Especially with the when Harry met Sally, bits and bobs were going on behind us.
I'm glad I was on the green. Had a bit of church this morning, confessing my sins. Looks a good opener here from David. Yeah, great start.
In fact, I'm surprised I slept last night because I've had that many cappuccinos. And I was still picking that bacon out of my teeth about 11:30 at night.
And the bright side, man, it's easier for you to do because you can just take them out and then leave them on the side, can't you?
couldn't make denture cream, wouldn't come out. Put them in a glass, and do you put them some fizzy tablets in them so they freshen up for the following morning?
Stop going on as if you didn't know, man.
I'm sure somebody let us know.
You've got a repeat order on Steradent, man. In fact, you're getting that daft. You took 2 for a headache the other day.
We'll have to, can you do us a favour? Just ask Jason if it's Owen Kent that's playing again.
It is. It is. Yeah, it is.
It is Kent. Young Owen Kent. Playing against Mally Johnson. Mally will enjoy that because he does a lot to promote the game, doesn't he, Mally Johnson?
He does. Oh, he's been doing some great work for us with the Commonwealth Games on. Just watch this ball going in very close. Oh, that's giving him a bit more room, but still 3 down. Yeah, he's just been doing 6 weeks as a Commonwealth Games activator, going out to community organisations and doing some development work. He's had an amazing response. Introduced, when I say thousands, he's introduced well over 1,000. Close to 2,000 people to the sport.
Oh, well played.
Great ball. It is a great ball.
Thing is with Mally, he's got the personality, hasn't he? He's got that.
Yeah, he's a
warm
teacher by trade, so he's comes very natural to him as well. Well, Colin, early doors, but quite a big ball this.
Kicking about when he get down.
He's very close to it, you know. Oh, he's drawn this one.
Like idiot.
He's drawn
just
this.
Got it.
Oh my word. Smoking effort.
It's tippled out.
And there's some information there. We're talking about Owen Kent, and his brother Evan Kent is going to make his PBA debut today at 12-year-old. Which will make him the youngest ever player to appear in a qualifier for the PBAs. Good solid start from David after the first sketchy end. It's a good opportunity just to send our thanks and congratulate Mr. Parkinson over there with his assistant Gillian. I thought the competition ran like clockwork yesterday. And behind the scenes there's always things go wrong, which it did, but seamlessly sorted them and you wouldn't have known there was an issue.
Good line from Colin.
Ditch side again. I like that hand.
Yeah, well played.
I might hate it at about 1:30, but definitely that's my plan. Ditch side, ditch side.
shows you, mate. You bowl a decent first ball 2 foot through. His next ball's about 4 foot short, and then all of a sudden the head goes against you when you catch your own ball.
Yeah. Bit of a problem here. I think he might just a little timer through his own 2 yellow balls, just to try and reach up to the balls.
Looks like he's trying to. Oh, he is pushed at it.
Yeah.
Don't
think he'll get down in time to do a little thinny. Oh, that doesn't help anything. Same again for Colin. Same hand, same weight, same line, 4-3 lead. And he's got the first bit right. Second bit looks in the vicinity. And the third bit makes it 4-3 to Colin.
Yeah, great stuff.
Give a little round up of the scores in another end. A lot of the games are starting to hit that 4-5 end mark. Great start again from Colin. Just going to dip under here, I think. Great pace.
A bit shy this time.
Yep. Sometimes hard to get a line on a ditch side on a full length on most greens, but I've seen it quite a few times. What a cracking ball that is, well played, David. I've seen that a few times during the games. That high line just sticks a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Hangs out there and comes late.
Shot ball is half a ball past. You're 4 inches short.
Well, anything over the pace drags on by, seeing that a lot. Switch of hands here, I think, for David. Drop his own. Yes, required. Should get most of it.
Well, she blows. Get out of this.
Great effort.
Our two umpires for the day. Brian Brown again, who was here all day yesterday, and we're joined by Gareth Hicks from Stockton area. So I think we've got our two most experienced umpires from the northeast.
Well, Colin, this is not a mile away.
He's got a decent pace.
Not a mile away at all.
He's going to get
Needs
out
to
of
get
the-
solid to the ball or he's off it. He's great at it. No change to David's shot. Just one drop on his own ball makes another point. Looks quick to me, is it? Oh, no, he's close. No, he's very close. Cracking of it. Cracking of it. So, one on the board for David. Level game. After 5 ends, 4s apiece. And we'll have a little look around the boards, see what's going on. Well, we sheet here. So, let's have a look. On rink 1, Stephen Richardson against Michael Layden. It is 7-2 after 5 ends. Michael to Stephen Richardson over in that game. On rink 2, Keith Miller against Alan Lawton. It's currently 5-2 in favour of Alan Lawton. David Sykes against Charlie Bentz is 3-2 to David Sykes, and that is after 5 ends also. Ring 4, Graham Robinson against Jack Bird. I believe Jack's just taken the first set in that game, so Jack's one up. Daniel Poole, no, it's not Daniel Poole because he's been replaced by Owen Kent. Owen Kent against Malcolm Johnson, and the score is currently 3-4 to Malcolm, and that is after 4 ends. Graham Harrower against Cameron Renton on rink 6 is 3-9 in favour of Cameron. That's after 5 ends. And on rink 7 there is no game. Yeah, no game on rink 7. And Jack's just taken the first end of the second set over there as well, gone 2-0 up. So starting where he left off last night.
Anyone in the area had a bit of a loss, pop in for half an hour, maybe it's an hour. Viewing's free to get in. The bar's here, the bar's open all day. Great reply from Colin.
Great start at the end. Good game this.
Good ball from Colin.
Good morning, Mr. Kingdon. How are you, sir? Just going to hang on. Yep, just gone.
Short foot.
Drop something about 4 foot past the head here, do you think? Split the two yellow balls.
Probably about where Benson's standing, I would think.
Looks like he's actually trying to draw the yellow ball again.
Yeah, he's making watches.
Could be. Well, he's saying to David, if you want to hit it, hit it. If you miss, you're dropping a 2 or a 3.
He's trying to draw it. Fair play to the lad.
He's not a million
Tell
miles
you what,
away.
he doesn't look bad at all, yeah.
Absolute smoker. He gets the
Hold
ball
the cuff
first, he's
drop here.
perfect. Oh, he might have been desperate there, you know. Well, he's saying desperate. He's certainly cut him down to 1 if it is, and he ain't got a shot because he can't afford to touch his own ball. I'll be amazed if he doesn't put this in his pocket.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll second that, sir. All those in favour, carried. He's looking at playing the draw down the ditch yard, isn't he?
He'll probably run the ball out with 5 foot of pace for a 4. He's tapping that one. Good lad, good lad.
See, he's night reading of Davy Ball's game management.
So a cracking ball from David there. To be fair, he sort of gives himself last ball going to last end and giving himself a big chance of winning this set now. 3 there would have been a nightmare.
So 5-4 going into the final end of the first set.
Good morning, Georgina from sunny Spain. It's certainly not sunny Stanley.
There was a chill in the air this morning, there was a chill in the air yesterday.
Brass monkeys all over the place.
But at least we haven't got the snow that we had the
In
last
April.
time we were up.
Yeah.
Had a little bit of snow then in March.
Great line here from Colin. Yeah, good start. Ah, there's Mr. Gill watching from the bath again.
He's watching from the bath.
He's watching from the bath
Is
again.
he falling asleep? Like he'd be like a prune now. Yeah? It was about the same time yesterday. He'd be. When he gets out of the bath, he'll have to wrap his skin around his arms to get out.
Wrong Buyers Podcast towels in all stockists now.
He's gone wide.
Yeah, it's very high line here.
Your shot, Colin. Out the ball short. This one's a foot through.
Good morning, Mr. Reid. Take your time getting up here today. I don't know if Jason told you, but the start time's now 3 o'clock.
And it's only 2 balls.
It is, yeah.
And it's greys and white.
Blazers.
Blazers and ties. Bill cream on your hair.
And you must wear a hat.
You've got to wear it.
Trilby preferred. A slightly tighter line, I think. Needs good pace though, he'll just drift by again.
Going to tiddle round.
Well, he's got a chance though. He's got a chance. Is Mr. McAdoo in the building? He's saying we're looking fresh.
Unless you can smell us. We've got smell-o-vision. That's how you enhanced coverage. Smell-o-vision.
Yeah. Wrong bias antiperspirant in all stockers now.
Ordered the bollocks. Can be applied at any area of the body.
Good morning, Roy from Ireland. Oh, I've got some coverage today. It's always nice to know where you're watching from. He's over currently watching the 2 girls from Scotland playing the under-27 Outdoor International Series.
This has got a kick in very close here. Very close here. Oh, what a ball. Well played, sir.
He's still
Fantastic, that.
Still got that chance though, hasn't he? Only needs to roll that jack up for set. I thought he might have. He couldn't cover both shots, could he?
About 6 inches on that, wouldn't
Yeah.
he? To get that
To the
back
back of the
yellow
ball.
one. Yeah.
You've got to fancy any contact on the jack. He's only going to lift his own ball up with it as well.
I think the only danger with David here, he might just still have that half a pound on. And we all know what happens down this hand.
I thought he would have gone a little bit quicker than that, you know, and a bit more direct. I suppose the draw's there for him as well, but
Quick again.
yeah, bit of a in-between shot for me, that one.
So, first set to Colin Banks.
Gillian's put several sick emojis up after your comments about the antiperspirant.
Happily, Gillian. Would be taken off the air if I'd said it was going to be a female version. Would have definitely, the viewing figures would have plummeted.
I'm not so sure. She walked past us earlier on. I think she may be wearing it.
Oh, God.
Good morning, Sean. Yes, we are. In answer to your question, with the under-25s at West End.
do a quick run through of some of the scores because there's a few first sets gone on. Steve Richardson took the first set against Michael Layden. Alan Lawton took the first set against Keith Miller. No idea what's happening with Davy Sykes and Charlie Bence. It's 0-0 on the board and there's no set marker on. Jack Bird is 1 set up and 7-0 up in the second set against Graham Robinson, so my theory of Jack being tired, maybe he's not going down well with Graham. Malcolm Johnson took the first set against Owen Kent, although I think it was only about 7-4, so the young man's doing well.
There he is.
And Graham Howrower took the first set against Cameron Renton. Anybody just tuning in, you're watching live streaming, brought to you by the Wrong Bias podcast. We're at Stanley Indoor Bowls Club and we are covering the World Open Singles Qualifier. We were here yesterday covering the Scottish Open International Qualifier, which was won by Jack Bird. And if you're wondering who the heck the Wrong Bias podcast is, we are two daft lads who talk about the sport we both love and enjoy and try to promote. You can catch our podcasts on our website, wrongbiaspodcast.com. And as always, our thanks to our sponsors XX20, Lean to Succeed and Bowls is Bowls for their many couple of years of support.
Ball here from Colin.
David Lyon won, mate? Jack Eye ball?
Hard to tell. Angles always decide. I mean, any of those balls could count, to be fair, but I've just slightly, looking at the angle, I slightly favour Colin's front ball, but here's the shot coming in. Yeah, that should
That's
be
the
shot.
winning now, isn't it? Unless I put that angle on there, and it looks like he's 1 down.
Looks like 3 down on that angle.
Which one's back? Gonna back you alert on one of the cameras. Have to go and find out which angle the one is. Back you alert on this one.
Oh, you thought he had ball up with Jack there. He could be 2 down there. It was a great effort.
2 did David made, was it?
I'm not sure. No, just the one.
Yeah. Just get you on an angle, mate, and I'll have a little play on this camera here.
Great start there from David. This ain't a million miles away neither. What a reply this is. Oh, tremendous, two great boards. Just looking at Mr. Mackay here because I'm going to try and pan back on this camera, but I've got a touch like a bull in a china shop, so this could. You seem to have the gentle touch for a big man.
All I'm saying will be playing chase me better with the camera.
Look at that, delicate. Feeling like a roller coaster if I'd touched that.
Stick this on for the time being.
About 4 inches through.
Colin, this looks under. Another one in the area.
Yeah, still favour yours.
Looks a good line here from David. Pace required. Good pace, he's all over this. Just pulling up a touch short. Oh, he doesn't want his own ball to drop neither. There's a fine view of the belt. Wrong by his belts, available in all stockists. Hey, we're going to do a roaring trade for Christmas. Well, I can't see anything other than same again here for Colin, I would say. Draw at the tee, if he gets a touch on the jack, he probably makes 2 or 3. And he's going to prove us wrong here and go down the backhand, which I'm intrigued about. Playing the little chaser. Didn't understand that one. David had the furthest back as well. He had a one 4 foot behind the jack. Thought just a little draw down the 4 and touch the jack would have been the shot, but They're on the green and we're not.
What's this ball in reference to Jack IBC? Sorry? How far from the tee? About 5 foot in from the tee. 5 foot from the tee. 5 foot.
Yeah, I think that jacks well up.
Connect that one in for us. Go in there. Just the button on that part, you see it's just 4 spots. Right. Check it.
Just a quick update from Rink 4. Mr. Bird has indeed continued from last night and is comfortably through the first round. 2-0. The Charlie Bent scoreboard has been updated now as well, and Mr. Sykes, David Sykes, took the first set against Charlie. Been a bit of a famine or feast game for David, hasn't he? He's played some absolute smoking ends and then just had 2 or 3 real slack ends, which has given Colin
Colin's took advantage, hasn't he? Really?
great opportunities, and he's made them count. Great ball here as well, splitting the 3 balls.
Sorry? Just where the checklist is. Directly behind this one. Like a half an inch gap.
He's just got to try and draw to that back second ball, really, I think, is the target. A little quick to me. So, let's see, about 12 inches for Colin to make another here. He can play it on the high side, he doesn't want to make any contact with his own front shot ball. Morning, Robert. It was Jack Bird who won the final last night against Mark Higgins. A great game it was too. So, high draw, good pace, let it drift back. 3 shots.
You make it sound so easy, sir.
Well, Colin's potentially played it if it drops. Could be.
I think that's probably 3.
Could be.
I'd end up getting up by you're on for 3rd one, I think. Umpire coming on.
Hope everyone's enjoying watching the coverage. I'm sure all of the sensible people out there will just be getting out of bed on a Sunday morning. Nice little 6 o'clock start this morning, 6:30. Probably early for you, mate.
I was up at 5:15. I was in the shower at 6:15. Out the shower at 16 minutes past 6. Busy spewing on me all of the bollocks. Our first sighting of Mr. Hicks umpire. Smashing lad Gareth. Loves doing his umpiring, he does.
I think you've got to love it. You've got to love doing umpiring, haven't you? The long old days.
Oh.
Long old days. Oh, we've got royalty in the house as well. Mr. Marshall MBE is watching from, I believe, sunny Australia. I think he's over there at the moment. Good morning, sir. Well, for the graveyard shift, 8:30 start on a Sunday morning. It's been a cracking game so far.
It has. Probably been one of the better games on this rink, mate.
It has, yeah.
Especially early doors.
Team back, didn't it?
Flew back at the end. Huh? He's on about the same kind of line.
Yeah, he's good here.
Yes, it's good as well. What's that coming in? That'll come back at right angle.
Yeah, great ball. Well, he's out there again.
Should be slacking.
Well, shite.
He was.
I was going to say for this slightly shorter leg.
What's that been taken off there?
It's early.
Who's that in there?
Who on earth put slightly and shorter together? Accident waiting to happen. For this slightly shorter length, those balls seem to be teaming back off that high line. That must be that line that made us look like a fool last year, where we said it'll never bend back from there. Whoosh.
People sitting at home saying, well, I didn't think it was too bad of a ball leg. I thought, oh, these too harsh. About 2.5 and he's called it. Yeah.
I can't believe people say we're unprofessional.
BBC. The BBC will be writing in points of view.
240 complaints from the viewing public.
A great effort, yeah.
Oh, he needs the
got the
fun
weight.
run. Yeah, perfect ball.
Well played.
Great ball, that is.
Tremendous.
Keith Cunliffe, morning, watching from Blackpool. Said earlier on, it's always nice to see where people are watching from. We've had wide variety this morning, Spain and Australia and Wales, Cyprus.
Nobody from Seaburn Dean, so the missus must be still a kip.
That's a great effort, Colin. Great effort. Oh, he's just managed to get the rub round. He might have made second with that.
She took it well last night when I said, it's a little bit longer day tomorrow. Says I'll be in after probably about 11. Says I'll see you at the funeral. So I'm booked in to see her at the Queen's funeral about 11 o'clock in the sitting room. he's
Oh, here
Mr.
he
Patterson
comes.
coming over complaining about the bad
What on
language.
earth have you two had for breakfast? Listening to two absolute idiots here.
Yeah, and
I mean, it's not that hard.
Tell us something we don't know.
Slightly short to learn. It's that difficult.
slightly shorter length. It's easy to mix them two up.
Do you require drinks?
No, I'm,
Definitely non-alcoholic the way it's going. Don't require anything. Still not had your bacon sandwich again.
I want that crusty bun to go crusty again.
Well, if you're
Together with the bacon, you might snap your teeth.
offering drinks, you can pop us a little latte in a cup. Yeah, that would be nice.
That latte.
Yeah, not a lager like you got us the other night. I'll have a latte.
Yeah, that's his accent. He said, I'll have a lager. I thought, oh, it means a lager, so I got the lager. He said latte.
Go by. He says, "There's a lager." Please, I didn't say a large latte.
Just put a few sprinkles of sugar in it this time for us, please. And,
Are you complaining?
oh, we've got some there. Yeah, we've got
Do
some
you
there.
have sugar? I thought you're on a diet.
Oh yeah, sugar diet. My life's just a diet. I'm sick of diets.
You have been on a diet ever since I met you. That was 30 years ago.
Yeah, but I was 47 stone then.
No, hold on, here's a question for the 2 years.
Oh,
I can remember seeing you posted the big weight challenge between the 2 years.
Yeah, and I won.
You were huffing and puffing on your bike.
yeah, I'd have gone round the corner.
You just pushed it out the door.
Yeah. No, I need to get back on track. I don't have time.
You don't have time, what are you doing, like? Mr. Parkinson said he doesn't have time.
I don't know. He just arranges a few competitions and says he's got no time.
God,
Just writing out all the cards for next weekend. I mean, there's one job I hate is writing.
Oh,
scorecards.
write the cards out.
The PBA is just full of
Oh,
scorecards.
cards.
Just done East Kilbride and Glasgow's. That's another 105 cards.
Yeah.
Right, so what do you think, Richard?
I'll have another cappuccino if you don't mind.
That's fantastic.
Sprinkler sugar, sir?
No.
You know we've made it when we're getting waitress
Oh, no,
service.
just wait for Colin to send it.
Can you organise our limo for about 11 o'clock tonight, please? That would be.
I just realised actually, yeah, I've got to drive home, haven't I?
You'll be a late finish, you and Gillian, won't you?
Yeah, I say that. I think we'll probably finish about what to 11.
9:30,
Should be home
5.
for 1:30 in the morning. In hindsight, now it's a bank holiday. I probably should have just got a hotel again. Maybe. Hey ho.
Well, there'll be no traffic on there, so
No.
you'll be right that time of night.
And I've got Gillian to.
Gillian will keep you awake with our version of I Will Survive.
No, she sings Greatest Showman.
Does she? Oh, right.
Yes.
She'll keep you awake wearing our new fragrance, Wrong Bias fragrance. Have you heard about that one this morning?
No.
No.
Heard of bollocks.
What are the bollocks?
Oh, for God's sake.
What are the bollocks? Available in all stockers.
I said she walked past us earlier on and definitely she's wearing it.
Why narrow? She'd come round and smack you one. There you see, she's just heard. Satellite in there.
There's Barbara from Cyprus. Lovely part of the world. Love Cyprus.
Back of the ranch. Colin
Slack
line
end for
one.
these two boys.
Just to give you a little bit round up what's happening around the other games. The Stephen Richardson Michael Layden game's gone into a tie break. Davy Sykes is 6-5 up after 5 ends against Charlie Benz. After Davy Sykes winning the first set as well. Alan Lawton and Keith Miller's 3 apiece after 6 ends. Alan Lawton won the first set. Young Owen is on the verge. In fact, Young Owen has just won the second set, getting the 2 there. So he's taken Malcolm Johnson into a tiebreaker, which is great effort by the kid.
David just needs to slow in here. Slows in and he makes the point. I think he's run through. Favour Colin is lying 2.
And that looks like Graham Harrow beat Cameron Renton on 6.
Good morning, Mr. Miller. Could be number 3. Probably the worst end sort of Collins scored shots on, really. Not one ball within 18 inches, and I think he's made a 3. He has indeed. And good morning, Mr. Osborne.
Like Mr. Sykes has beaten Charlie Benz.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he got a 3 on the last end, which meant Charlie could only get a draw. So David goes through. Great victory for Dave. Only second season back indoors after a 16-year hiatus. We've got a viewer from Port Elizabeth in South Africa. Apologise if I get the pronunciation of your name. It's either Gerhard or Gerhard Berg. Good morning, sir. I think they're all just tuning in to hear about our new line of cosmetics. Just wait till the toilet paper comes out with our faces on the front of it.
That'd be single ply. Can I go double ply? Great start. Cop, David. I bet he wish he bowled at the last end.
Yeah, definitely. Gillian. Gillian's on the defensive. For your information, I smell great. Is this why there's nobody sitting within 20 yards of you, Gillian? I'm getting what's known as the bird, and it's not the jack one.
Big ball next from David if Colin doesn't change this, mate, because he does need 4 off these 2 ends.
Mm-hmm.
just watching this first end of the tiebreaker between young Owen and Malcolm Johnson.
Here comes the waitress. Hello, Mr. Parkinson.
There we go. Ready to order.
Oh, thank you very much.
One soup and another soup.
It's a little bit hotter than I would have liked, but it'll do for now. Thanks.
So I'll get some soup of the day. Is it? It's country vegetable.
Oh.
What country is that?
Look.
Taiwan. She's still not managed to crack a smile yet behind that counter. I think she's definitely in a mood this morning.
Well, I'm not surprised if you turn around and says, "Are you having a bad morning, love? Crack a smile."
I just said, "What's on the menu for lunch?" She says, "It's Sunday lunch." I said, "Oh, great. I love eating a plate full of your anger."
Big try here from Colin.
Oh,
What a ball this is.
he's playing well this weekend.
Yes.
Played some really
You
good
had,
stuff.
you had a good game against him yesterday,
good,
Jason.
yeah.
That's one shot.
Oh, just get the shot on him. You continue on the ditch hand, mate? Got to play the ditch hand.
I think so. He's half a ball tight. He gets up to the last ball, or turns the jack in for a couple.
As long as you're not too quick, it's okay, this ditch hand. If you're just slightly over pace, it just drifts.
Here it comes.
Like that.
Yeah,
All right. Smarty.
lifted that into a nasty place now.
Yeah.
You've been watching this game, have you? You've been watching this rig for the last 2 days now.
Well, we watch a bit of balls now and again when we're having a bit crack.
I think it's fantastic the young lad's got to a tie break.
Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, with a eye.
Fantastic. You kind of want him to win, don't you? In a way,
Yeah.
I want him to win. Yeah, I think it'd be good.
Well, I think Colin might follow David in here. If he gets to that ball that David's just lifted, he should sit back and probably make two if he's not already lying. And as is always the case, he's proven us completely wrong again.
That's just normal service for you.
God, honestly.
Covering spot? Or is he? Looks like he's wide enough to be covering spot.
Can we not give the players earpieces so they can hear what we say and actually do what we say?
I did yesterday when Richie said that if hit that plant,
Did you
guaranteed to get second at 4 down or still 4 down.
Still 4 down, he come by, he says, I hit that plant, what you on about, the 2 years? I says, was Chris.
Morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Hartley.
Shameful advertising here from Mr. Hart.
I said I would do it for him.
You can't wear that on this ring, I've decided.
I said I would do it for him.
Yeah. So,
For those of you who weren't
big
watching,
ball here. That's
watch
a
this
tighter
ball.
line, has he got the pace in it? His line's good with
Oh,
that.
his pace doesn't look enough for the line.
Oh, yes,
That'll
got
cut
the
quick.
pace. Hasn't got the pace. He's going to be kicking
Cut
himself.
quick.
And that
Could be that.
is that, because if Colin shot,
Yep, shake
Yeah.
of hands. Must be one to Colin. Only a tie possible. So, game over. And what was a very good game for this time in the morning. Congratulations to both players on a very entertaining match.
so we'll be back in round about maybe 5 or 10 minutes for Chris Carswell against Paul Hartley. And thanks for watching, folks. Go on and grab yourselves a coffee and a hobnob, and we'll see you in 5 minutes.